Hey guys, welcome back to Amped 2. Today, Blank Tester and I have Blackout the M&M.
Yep, your Lord and Savior.
And today we'll be going to the second level, and today we'll be explaining a little bit more about the game, because I didn't get to everything last time. Again, they've got the specialized genre of soundtracks, or you could pick your own, but to those genres they've added hardcore music.
And who doesn't love Electric Mud?
Yeah, so in a later video we will be going hardcore.
Good.
Yeah. Just at this moment, board stats means nothing.
That's kind of an ugly board.
Yeah. Good thing we're about to. Oh no, too early. Do I change my gear? I don't know. You've got a lot of stuff locked up at the start, of course, but
yeah. Oh shit! That's what you unlocked? A slice of pizza?
Yeah, 500 free samples of sunblock.
Why is there a question mark on that?
I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna change our gear up. There's more options here. You can change your hats, your hair, your shirt, your undershirt, your pants, your shoes, and your board.
Can you go pantsless?
You can wear shorts.
This is almost as good as. No wait, this is not quite as good as the customization in Disney Skate Adventure.
Yeah, I remember.
That was high quality.
I wish I didn't remember
making that guy's head flat as as like a piece of paper.
When I was a kid, all my characters were just like dressed in either the most hideous clothes, or they were like freaky looking monkeys who just rode around shirtless because they didn't care.
Yeah.
So we're picking a color scheme. We're picking white, and we're going to Breckenridge.
Oh boy.
Yep.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, Dukes. If you select the mountain preview, it'll have a little flyover of the whole mountain. But again, I don't want to fill up extra video space.
Wait, it might go something like this. This is 4 o'clock. A nice beginner slope for you first-time riders out there. There's not too many challenges, but still, watch yourself.
Yeah. So we do still have a few more things to explain about Amped. I touched on one of the big things they added, which was the style system, but another big thing they added is a combo system. Now you can string tricks together like those other games. If you do 2 tricks in a row, 1.5x.
So it adds a 0.5 every time.
Yeah. Well, I think it would go straight from 2 to 3x if you do like 3 tricks in a row.
I like when that crosshair appears. It keeps looking like someone's about to shoot you.
Yeah. Well, they are about to shoot us
with their cameras.
Camera. Yeah. So the game has added butters and tail butters, which is basically snowboarding manuals. Butters do not add to your combo multiplier. Butters just get you from one ramp to the next ramp, or from a ramp to the rail.
So it keeps your chain. It lets you chain them together.
It lets you chain them together, but doesn't add to your combo. Like I know in SSX3, you can butter, then land, then butter again, then land, then butter again, and you're at it 3 times. But in this one, it just goes from jump to jump, which is fine. So obviously, if you get a 2x multiplier, you get twice the points from your combo.
Yep.
Which I guess probably does get useful if you're better at that than I do. I don't combo that many things, but that's I don't know, just because I don't know, doesn't really reach me.
I don't know if butter is I don't know if I like butter seems like a really odd term to me.
Well, it seems like an odd term to me too, except that if you imagine like taking a knife and like using it, like cutting off a piece of butter. Yeah, that's kind of how I imagine it's like snowboard in the snow.
That's like, man, that was you did some great butters out there.
Yeah, buttering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So Breckenridge is just kind of another nice slope to ride down. If you're still struggling with the combo system, you can hold off on it for a bit longer, but starting with the next level, you might start to feel like you need it. Yeah. So we've passed the 3 high scores and the 3 medias and rolled the trick along the way.
Well, you may not need it, because if you remember, I actually managed to beat that 1 trick score in Freakstyle without any combos.
Freakstyle was a much different game.
Yeah.
That's true, but if you remember, combos got you like a bajillion points.
Yeah. Skill points, so you can see the 5 categories: spin, flip, big air, and ollie are separate. I think big air is like total, time in the air, and ollie is like...
Yeah, because an ollie is just, ollie is, jump off the ground, so it should just be your initial jump, right?
But, again, there are a few stats that feel more important, like spin, flip, and balance are especially important. I'll get back to those. I'm showing off one of the gaps in here, because I kind of, just sort of got a gap in the first level. So here's one right at the start. It's jumping up onto this rail, which was surprisingly difficult. You might have seen my note that said 5 attempts later. And I will get back to this after I go back and explain the thing I was going to explain. There's still a bunch of things. Certain stats are extremely important, like balance. You might notice, like, in the very first few levels, when you go to butter, you are not going to make it to the next jump. You are going to flail too wildly and end it before you reach there. And that's because you have, like, 2 points in balance.
Huh.
Because balance does both grinds and butters.
Okay.
But, once you get, a bunch of points in it, you can grind for much longer, and you can, string together more and more tricks throughout the jumps. But at the start, you probably will not make it to that next jump, which is, fine.
Right.
And now to go back to that gap issue, if you jump right at a rail, you can, grind straight down it. And if you hold, like, up, you can nose slide down, you can tail slide. If you hold, like, the diagonals or to the left, you do kind of a sideways grind, which the game does not seem to correct you from. So if the rail goes straight into the ground, you're going to crash. If the rail just ends, it drops you off sideways. If you don't fix yourself before you land, you crash.
Well, you know what they say, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Before you wreck yourself, yeah.
Yeah, but along with the triggers kind of sometimes half spinning you and half just styling you, I crash more than I'd want to. So this is an issue that I'm trying to avoid in these videos by always doing, like, nose slides or tail slides. But I wish the game would right you or be a little more lenient, because why would anyone ever want to land sideways?
Yeah.
But the game doesn't give you
free
really
tacos.
the time to fix it.
Does give you free tacos.
It does give you free tacos.
For a week only, though.
Yeah.
Best week of my life,
Yeah. And what we saw is that after you beat, like, one high score challenge or so, some mountains will open up another run that is further up. So, like, I only had the first 2, but then I unlocked an extra run that started further from the top.
Right.
So that would help out in, like, the high score challenges that you just couldn't get with, your first few runs.
Can I say that I like that voice sample? It's just like,
Yeah, the sponsors in this game are very excited if you please them.
Yeah, that's
marginally
because
unhappy.
That's because they realize you're an idiot who doesn't actually try and get, like, a contract or anything. You're just happy if you get free tacos for a week.
Yeah.
At the start, I am, but pretty soon I'll want to become a pro.
Wow.
Even in amateur leagues, the sponsorship isn't just like a hamburger.
This isn't even amateur leagues. This is literally like buying a day pass to the mountain, buying your own parking spot, buying your own gear, just going for the fun of it.
For the fuck of it.
Well,
for the fuck of it.
Well, do you normally get sponsored for leisurely boarding?
I do. I get sponsored just for walking down the street. People look at me and go, "I wish I were as cool as you. Here's some money."
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Thanks."
I mean, this is just a dude at a radio station. I mean, he gives us a bunch of CDs and tickets. In the very first,
he gives you parking tickets.
Yeah, in the very first level, we were getting sponsored by, like, the lift maintenance crew.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's kind of part of the joke, though. I mean,
yeah.
Like, they're not taking it seriously. What was with the score there? It went like 5 to like 3.
Style can be really weird. Sometimes, like, the game will not recognize the style until it recognizes it all at once. So your style will jump from, like, 0 to 9,000 points.
I kind of like that. It makes it feel like, it's like, I only got 5 points. No, I got thousands of points.
Yeah, that's really a silver lining, I think. Yeah. Like, it's very much a case of it would be, I think, better if it just communicated correctly to you.
And I mean, Blackout, in this case, the guy likes flips, so what it's doing is it's recognizing my grab, which isn't a flip, and giving me almost no points for it. And then as soon as I finish the flip, it's giving me, all the points for the flip.
But, which at least it's not, like, keeping you from getting the points, but
I mean, you can kind of glitch the style thing and have it seem to happen all at once. But I mean, I did a 3,000 point trick and got 9,000 points of style. The mechanic can definitely give you a bunch more points if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You gotta be good like me, guys.
Yeah. You gotta get good.
Yeah, get good, scrubs.
Yeah. There's something that I want to mention, but wait, I'll tell you if I see it.
You did have something you want to mention.
Yeah, if I see it, I'll mention it. If not, I'll just hold off until another video.
I think we're about to come up on the photo shoots, so maybe you can do them those then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He liked what he saw. He was like, God damn.
Yeah.
He gave us a 2-month pass to all Vile resorts.
That's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
That's better than just like, here's a few tacos.
That's a lot better, actually, than the tacos.
But the photo shoots are still going to be like, wow, your friend got a great shot with his digital camera or something.
Okay, I see the thing that was bothering me. Take a look at that number 2,500 up there. Okay, you see that? Those are not zeros. Those are O's. And you can see it whenever they've got that particular font. Whatever typeface that is. Either the person who made the typeface is a real jackwagon and doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Or the person who is using the typeface thought we needed to distinguish between zeros and O's and decided to use a different typeface. Because that does not fit. Look at it. It doesn't fit the aesthetic of any of the other letters or numbers.
You want to play a game? I call this game Dude, Where's My Speed?
Yeah.
You, in the photo shoots, Blackout, you have to follow the path exactly. You cannot deviate at all. So, you go off the half pipe, you get a pretty good jump, you're like, wow, and then you try to go up to the next and...
where did all my speed go?
Where's all my speed? Half pipes, I still don't get how they work.
Well, it's all about the game and how you play it. You know?
Yeah,
it's all about control, and if you can take it, you know.
Though, in that case, I totally went like 5 feet to the left of
one.
one.
You cheesed it. And got cheesed.
One thing I gotta say about photo shoots is the
bar at the Digicam, nice.
Yeah, the bar at the top. The bar at the top fills up as you're potentially getting points, like as you're doing points and are being in a combo. And then when you land, the bar's going to shoot all the way back down because you lost the potential points but haven't gained your actual points.
Wow.
And then the bar's going to shoot all the way back up as you actually gain the points.
Yeah, and it looks really stupid.
And as it reaches the total point amount, I'm not even talking about the shit that's going on because I'll have ample time. As it reaches the final point amount, it'll slow down until it just creeps into that. So even if I got like 30,000 points...
Like, look at that.
It would rise up and then slowly creep up to 8,000, which always makes me think I haven't gotten enough points.
Wow.
So this challenge sucks. Yeah. This challenge sucks, and I'm going to have a side video where I actually play this, like, unsped up and kind of talk about this specific challenge.
Talk about the problems with it.
Talk about the problems with it.
You know?
Yeah. Because it's going to be called Anatomy of a Challenge, because... there are several things that go into this thing to make it so much harder than I think it needs to be, and that's going to obviously be a problem that a lot of things are going to have in this game. Yeah. This is attempt 14 on a pretty standard Photo Shoot 3 challenge on the second level.
I think you should have. I think you should have kept going and waited until you had attempt 47.
Oh my god. He was already fucking frustrated from this many attempts.
And
because it's such bullshit. Like, it's not even... We'll explain it. We'll explain it.
This is not something where you can... This is not something where you can play ahead, get more stats, and come back, because the main problem here is that you just aren't fast enough to get up to that first thing, first branch, and you're not going to get more speed points, because that doesn't exist in this game.
Right, there's no speed stats, so... That was Breckenridge.
That was Breckenridge. Up until those last two challenges, it was perfectly fine.
That was
the half-pipe one was weird, but that Photo Shoot 3 is the first. Like, Millicent's Photo Shoot 3 is going to feel weird. That one is going to be really bad. So next up, we'll go to the event levels, which are kind of like the sponsorship levels from the previous game.
But before that, we'll
have an Anatomy of a Challenge video that'll come out with this video.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see you guys in the event 1.
And thanks for joining us, Blackout.
No problem. Later.